Want to hear something insane?
Yes, Alex, let's do it. Today, we're taking your YouTube channel, your 2 books, and basically your knowledge, and we're extracting the top 7 Alex Hormozi's growth strategies applied to Facebook ads.
One of the most badass things I've ever seen in my life.
And let me ask you a question before we start with the video. I'm sure you've watched some content by Alex Hormozi, right? Maybe his YouTube channel, some reels, but have you actually been able to implement at least 2 strategies from him? Like from these long videos, have you taken a practical strategy and put that into your advertising, into your marketing? Have you done it? Because it's pretty difficult. But that's basically what we're gonna be doing in this video. So top seven Alex Hormozi strategies applied to Facebook ads. Let's go into the Google Docs. All right, so 7 Alex Hormozi strategies applied to Facebook ads. We've got here a pretty cool image. So again, we're taking these 2 books and the YouTube channel from Alex Hormozi, videos that I've watched in the past or that I watched this week just to make this video. And we're moving that into e-commerce. We're moving that knowledge specifically into Facebook ads, into ad creatives. And I'm basically making it easy for you guys to grab these guys' knowledge and move that into your strategies when it comes to advertising, marketing, and more. So front-end offer, enhancing front-end offer, capturing attention with your ads. So we're gonna take his strategy when it comes to hooks and stuff like this, which he has done pretty well, and move that into Facebook ads, ad communication and messaging. We're gonna see his opinion about saturated markets. That's a message that I get a lot, especially from clients where they're like, I'm in the US, I'm selling this product that everybody's selling. What do I do? So we're gonna see his thoughts on testing, also on cost per purchase and how to fight this as it's increasing perpetually. And then I'm gonna give you a couple of bonuses, so make sure you stick till the end. So his opinion on D2C e-commerce and how to scale it and kind of his perspective. And a last, thought about business and growth and a pretty good conclusion. So let's go. As you see, I've tried to put a lot of examples, pictures, images, and stuff like that. We're gonna keep it straight to the point, take the strategies, and that is it. Also, if you like this format towards the end of the video, let me know in the comments or something like that, and then I'm gonna do more like things that I learned that I can learn from, Apple, and move that into Facebook ads. So I can do these videos, so we learn from either big brands, big personalities, whatever, and then put that into Facebook ads learnings and e-commerce learnings and stuff. So it's a pretty cool format. Anyways, let's go into it. So number 1, front-end offer. Front-end offer, the basic meaning is what do people see as a product plus other things whenever they first land on your page. So what's being offered, not just the product. From 100 million offers, main thing, make the offer so good people feel stupid saying no, okay? This is what you should not do, okay? Paula's Choice, basically a skincare brand. I'm not saying they're doing it, I'm just saying I would not send traffic to this page. They do have a discount, which is cool, but sending people here is not an irresistible offer. If I say no to this, I don't feel stupid. And I'm gonna give you a couple of examples now on what will be better, but Hormozi's tips on creating an irresistible offer is number 1, dream outcome. And we put it in this channel as mass desire, looking at the book Breakthrough Advertising that I always mention. So it's basically the same thing. You wanna focus on what the customer truly wants, big result, big picture, big transformation, not just, I wanna take care of my skin. That's not the end result, that's not a dream. So I would not use the angle for this offer of, just moisturizer and this is gonna hydrate your skin and your skin is gonna feel good. Nobody cares about it, right? So we go into the bigger picture, the bigger outcome. Perceived likelihood of achievement. This is a concept that I really, really, really love, which is how much the customer believes your offer will actually work for them. Like, to what extent do I think that if I use this, my skin is not gonna look better? And the way to increase this thing is through proof, like social proof, reviews, testimonials, guarantees, and also specificity on the result. Like, how many days does it take to get this and what exactly do I have to do? If you leave it open, like if there's no tutorial on how to apply this thing on my skin, I'm like, is it gonna work for me? I don't know. How often do I have to use it? How long does it take to see results? Has somebody like me achieved this result? Yes, no. Do they give me my money back if I don't hydrate and plump my skin? So all of these things increase the perceived likelihood of achievement, and this increases conversion rate. Time delay, how long does it take to get the result? Faster, better, that's it. So whenever you make a pitch, here, if it takes 6 months to eliminate a wrinkle, imagine, even if it's possible, you would not say 6 months, that they have to wait 180 days. You would say in 30 days, you'll see the first results. First results, what does it mean? You know, the skin is a little bit shinier. I would say that. Effort and sacrifice, so how much work, pain, and cost has the customer, like how much do they need to put in to get the result? So you want to reduce the friction, make it feel easy, guided, done for you, fun, whatever. So those are the 4 points to kind of boost, well, actually create these irresistible offers. And for e-commerce, this will be an offer for cold traffic. So here's an example by Kino Body, a guy that I follow for, I don't know, 8 years, something like this. This is a cold friendly offer where he's mixing a couple of products, which increases AOB and also increases their capacity to pay for a cost per purchase, which is important in cold traffic. Sales are like, it's expensive to convert a cold lead. So if the offer can be $99, much better than if it's 19. Then, and they put this program about boosting your testosterone as a challenge. So it's good because it goes together with the supplements. Okay, it makes sense. And they also put, there's a countdown here, 30 days money back guarantee. This is important. And then a lot of proof, 19,000 customer reviews. So if you see this, and then you see what Alex Hormozi says about offers, dream outcome, very visible, like the physique, that will be the dream. And also his marketing is a little bit based on attracting women. So you relate, like, he's always surrounded by women. He's got a six-pack. If I get like him, I'm going to get women. That's it. And that's pretty much a man's desire. Perceived likelihood of achievement, I see him as proof. And also I see 19,000 customers. Okay, it's very likely that I get ripped because he's got a lot of testimonials. Time delay, I don't know if there's any specific 30-day challenge. So it's 30 days. That's it. And effort and sacrifice, just take the supplements and follow the challenge. So it fits really well into a cold-friendly offer. Another one is selling a bundle, a discounted bundle to cold traffic. It's something smart because one, when you sell just an individual product, you have to sell it at full price. If it's $19.99, let's say, and that's going to be super tough to sell to cold traffic profitably at a ROAS of 3 because the maximum cost per purchase you can afford is what, $6.5? That's super difficult. But if you put multiple products together and you create some kind of routine, don't just call it the hydrating plus serum pack. You call it in a nice way. You can put a discount there, which is good for cold traffic. People feel a higher likelihood of success because there are multiple products and it's a routine that's proven to work together. And then the most important thing for Facebook ads is you can afford a higher CPA. Alex Hormozi always says, sell to rich people. If we apply that to e-commerce, that would be selling high ticket. And high ticket being anything above $70, $80, $90. So you want to be in that range. You don't want to sell usually to cold traffic for $19.99 or $29.99. It's super, super difficult. So this would be a great example. Another thing that makes sense, and this is the Kino Body thing, your product plus a deliverable. A deliverable, long story short, a PDF, but don't call it a PDF. You have to make it look cool. 21-day fat loss program, 90-day deep sleep protocol, 14-day clean gut reset, 28-day skin reset program. So all of these increase the perceived likelihood of achieving, increases probably conversion rate, because it looks like something for free that they're giving me to use together along with this product, and I want to get it. And it basically makes the offer much better. And you can sell it more expensive also. So that's nice. Let's go into number 2 also together with front-end offers, which is enhancing the offer. So through scarcity, an example would be only 37 left in stock, next restock in 3 weeks. This is nice, and not a lot of people mention the restock timing there, and it's important. For urgency, I would say use the Amazon stuff. So order within the next 2 hours to get same-day shipping. This is interesting. Bonuses, free skincare travel case worth $19, mention the number, included with every order, this week only. So that is nice. Here you can put also, if you don't have a tangible product, you can put this thing right here. That's good. Guarantees, this increases the perceived likelihood of achieving because they say, okay, if they're willing to give me my money back, that means that it has to work. So 30-night sleep better guarantee or your money back, no questions asked. That's nice. And both examples here have it. Try for 60 days, not happy, get a full refund. Nice. And then same thing here, 30 days money back guarantee. Nice. So they have it, and that's good for cold. It gives trust. And then when it comes to the naming, the glow and go morning ritual, this is nice. But instead, if you say hydrating plus serum pack, What the fuck? It sounds too bad. So these are important stuff to create a cold friendly offer for Facebook ads and to sell to the mass. Those 2 points, make sure you implement them in your cold funnel, cold traffic offer, and you're gonna have an amazing front-end offer. Moving into point number 3, how to capture attention with your ads. Basically, if Alex Hormozi is good at one thing, that's capturing attention. He's mastered that. You see his reels, even the YouTube intros, he's really good at it. And quotes on this, if you can get someone to stop scrolling, nothing else matters. All right? So in the book, 100 Million Leads, he calls the hook, he calls it the call out, specifically when talking about ads. So the call out is pretty much the first 3 to 4 or 5 seconds of the video. And yeah, this again, same quote. Let's just put it here. People noticing your ad is the most important thing of the ad by a lot. So we have verbal callouts and we have non-verbal callouts. Let's say the verbal ones first. Label would be basically you're calling out a group that shares something, that has something in common. So if you're targeting people in Dubai, you would say, hey Dubai, I'm creating a mastermind, whatever. Or hey Canada, we're expanding our product or we're expanding our brand to your country, we're coming, something like that. So you're calling them out by putting them a label. Or hey fitness coaches, that's it. So it's we're putting a label. Yes questions is basically you understand your customer and you put that in the hook to retain the attention of the right people. Do you wake up to pee more than once a night? And this takes 2 seconds to say, and this can keep the right people in the video and eliminate the other ones. I don't wake up at night, like I basically pee as soon as I wake up. So this is not relevant to me. I'm not gonna buy any product that they sell for this thing, so I'm gonna skip the video. If then statements, if you love fashion, then this is for you. Or if you are into Facebook ads, then watch this whole video, stuff like this. Ridiculous results. This woman lost 50 pounds eating pizza and fired her trainer. They're like, wow, that's crazy. I would love to do the same. How? It creates curiosity, right? So these are good verbal callouts. When you combine them with non-verbal callouts, you have a really good hook for your ads, no matter what you sell. Non-verbal callouts, first one is contrast. This can be color, like for example, me having a red background. This could be sort of a contrast because imagine you're scrolling on Reels and you see my video, something vertical like this, you would stop just to see like, what is this red thing? What is this? So, or the same thing if somebody, I've seen guys recording a podcast on a jet, a private jet. So you just stop because they're doing a podcast eating pizza on a private jet. It's weird, right? So it stands out from normal. The sound can also be that. Movement, like you're doing something weird. Or have you seen like guys that, let's take the Whoop band, they start explaining a concept, like they're like, have you ever tried Facebook ads by doing only one creative in one campaign? This movement thing, it just retains the eye because the eye is trying to figure out what is he doing with this thing. But at the same time, I'm delivering a verbal call out. So movement is good. Likeness or familiarity. So if we sell to Finland, we're going to use a blonde UGC creator. That is it. Simple as that. Or age. If I'm selling to old people, I want to have an old UGC creator. Gender, same thing. Looks, same thing. It's got to look familiar. So people buy from people that they like or that they see commonalities. And then the scene, last thing. So if you're talking about sleep, you want to be in a bed. If you're selling fashion, you can start your hook with a wardrobe full of clothes. And these are winter clothes and they are falling and you introduce a new summer collection. That would be smart. Because it looks familiar to them. They will recognize it fast because they're into fashion. Or a local landmark that looks familiar. We're doing this now in the US with LA, New York and stuff like this. And I've also done it to expand into Australia and Canada with one of my clients where we created an ad where the product was hanging from the biggest buildings, the most memorable buildings of Canada and Australia. We had the product kind of on top of the building, just hanging. So it looks familiar to those people and that's smart. Those are the callouts to actually get attention of the right people. So do not start the ads with, hey guys, how's it going? In this video, I will, because you have consumed 2 seconds and you lose people. If you look at Alex Hormozi's YouTube channel, the first 3 seconds is always like straight text. It's not like, Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Alex here. I hope you're doing amazing. It's April and the sun is coming, summer's coming. I'm super happy. Anyways, today, as you can see, I'm in the studio and we are recording another YouTube video. It looks horrible. It looks horrible. So instead, he just goes straight. He says, I don't know, in the last 10 years, I made $50 million. And in this video, I'm going to break it down in 10 minutes for you so you can implement it no matter what you do. You're like, wow, okay. So it's always like that. Now, following on that, ad communication and messaging, he simplifies the messaging by a lot. So he says in the book, lose 10 kilograms without cardio beats rediscover your best self. Like, he's not really a fan of these inspirational, vague messages where, what does it mean, rediscover your best self? It's like, just lose this without this. That's it. So keep it simple and direct and keep it relevant instead of complicated. Doesn't need to be beautiful. He says, assume the audience has no idea who you are, what you do, how it works. They're in a rush and they have a third-grade education. This is from 2022 and it still applies 100% and it will still apply in the next 10 years. So another example, hate waking up tired no matter how long you sleep. This is nice, but if you say introducing our new sleep product, nobody cares. And you want to do this, yes, verbally, and here verbally, and that's good, but you also want to do that visually. So check these two ads. If I look at this one fast, and I'm not a fan of Axel Arigato, I do have some sneakers by them, so I would understand what they're selling. But if I scroll fast and you see 1, 2, 3, let's do the exercise. 1, 2, 3. The ad on the left, what are they selling? I don't know. And the ad on the right, I saw it, those sandals. Yeah, pink sandals. Very easy to spot it. So if you understand that in advertising we have 0.05 seconds to capture the attention, if we run this type of ads, in this case, it might work because of the branding and the brand. It's a huge brand. But if we have a small brand and we run this type of ads, what are they selling? Do they sell clothes? Do they sell sneakers? What are they selling exactly? Because if you tell me the protagonist of the ad is the sneakers and it's at the bottom here in small, it doesn't sound too smart. But instead here, I can see the protagonist of the ad is the sandals. They put the brand in the middle and I can see how it looks on this girl, I can see how it looks on this girl, and I can see the sandals from two sides. Fantastic, I love it, perfect. Thank you, it's so clear to me, thank you. So this gives no information, and this gives a lot of information and clarity. So if I had to rate these ads personally, I will 100% go for this one. So do that. Point number 5 about saturated markets. More, better, new. This is what he says. He used to be in fitness, and that's a extremely saturated market, and he still managed to be successful. So the first solution is do more of what everyone is doing. So more tests, higher frequency, and if 3 ads are working, you want to launch 30. If you email once a week, you want to do it daily. So he goes a little bit crazy with this, but it's one of the ways to stand out because you're not trying to change the market. You want to stay in that market. What do you do to stand out and capture more attention? You just do more. And with this, you raise the standard. And for example, I see it with Instagram. The guy that's posting 30 stories a day is winning on Instagram. Because even before I open Instagram, I'm already expecting this guy to post the time he wakes up, the work he's done that day, to explain some stories here with the phone, and then to share a few testimonials. I have the expectation. So why? Because they do more of what everyone is doing. So if somebody is not uploading any stories on Instagram, that person's losing. Do what you're doing better. So better strategy, you hire a person to do it better, you improve the videos, you hire an editor, you stop doing your ads and you hire somebody to do the ads, or instead of relying on cheap UGC, you hire a model, stuff like this. So you want to stand out by doing it better or doing it in a new way. So new positioning, a new angle, a new bundle, a new delivery, a new type of landing page, a new type of whatever that you see the competitors are not doing, and that's going to have a surprise effect. So he's really about go into a saturated market and do things differently. On testing, not much. Basically, in all his videos, he's repeating like more reps, more learnings, more wins. The one who's able to do more is gonna win. So do not try to craft the perfect ad, launch lots, which at the end, I have a conclusion on how his mindset works when it comes to, should I do a lot with speed or should I invest a lot of time on doing it perfectly at first? Because he has some contradictory points there. So I'm gonna clarify the way that I see he operates. Yeah, and for hooks, like test hooks like a mad scientist. He really repeats that a bunch of times. Speed beats polish when everyone's competing in the same CPM jungle. So speed, test a lot, but test a lot of the important stuff. At the end, I share solid conclusions on this. On cost per purchase, some interesting thoughts he has. He who can spend the most to acquire a customer wins, and that comes from the backend. So basically, and this is from this video, whoever can pay a higher CPA is gonna win. That's it, because advertising costs by default are going up. You see it here? In the crazy competitive world of Facebook ads, winning can come from fighting in a CPA world, and you have this competition here, or it can come from increasing the LTV, customer LTV. So I'm not saying you should not be in the front on Facebook ads trying to keep the CPA under 30. It has to be under 30. Yes, but you know, it's good to do it, and I do it. But it's only just part of the victory, and it's going down and down in importance. Hormozi obsesses about LTV, or he says lifetime gross profit, but LTV. Specifically about the LTV to CAC ratio. And he says you have a monopoly when you can outspend, important concept, your competitors to get new customers. If you can outspend them by having a higher LTV, you win. And 3 ways, actually 5, 5 ways to increase the LTV in e-commerce. You want to introduce a subscription model, which is not easy. Second one is much easier. You want to add a backend offer. And this can be backend offer. This can be post-purchase upsell. So before purchase confirmation page, or just through email. So as soon as they buy, you trigger a sequence that's gonna basically chase them to buy again, something complementary. Also sell a bundle. So instead of selling a $19.99 product, you're selling a $109 pack. That's also gonna increase the LTV. They're just gonna buy once, but whatever they buy, it's just gonna be more expensive. So that's nice. Flash campaigns. So usually, and I say this with my clients, we get new clients through Facebook ads, and these new clients buy again as soon as we do a flash campaign. So that's really nice for the LTV. And then limited drops or new collections, which is also a flash campaign, but it's an introduction of something new, and some of our current customers want to be the early adopters of that new product, so they love it and they get it. So as bonus points, and let's finalize the video. Bonus point number 1, he really says in this video, because they asked him about a skincare brand. He says a DTC brand is a marketing business. Like the biggest lever is just marketing. So doubling down on ad creatives is the biggest lever. And he said, we spent 80% of our resources taking winner ads and reiterating them instead of creating new ones. So that tells us something. And he said, when we had our top performing ad for the gym business, they really abused it. Like they had black and white reiterations, change fonts, lots of hooks, different ad copy, a lot, changing the body of the video. So use it and abuse it. And as soon as you find one winning thing, make 100 iterations out of it. And the other point is that they I think they have it around, I have it around here, but they basically spend 90% of their time working on the hook, 90% of their time working on the headline of the landing page, and then 10% working on the other stuff. So he's absolutely mad about the hook, and we should also. About this video, the secret to printing money with paid ads, if you watch the whole thing, honestly, the main conclusion is looking for bottlenecks. And that's also in this video. So look for bottlenecks. And I've got this video. I highly recommend you watch it. It's just about fixing bottlenecks on Facebook ads specifically. and it tells you a lot on how I detect the bottlenecks and then how I fix them. But basically he mentions if you have no clicks and no conversion rates, well, if you have a high CPC and a low conversion rate, you have a problem in targeting or in messaging, which eventually it's the same thing, but you're basically not attracting people, and the ones that are clicking are never gonna buy. If you have few clicks, so still high CPC, but good conversion rate, you have to work on the ads. And if you have lots of clicks and low conversion rate, we have to work on the conversion rate. Because it means we're getting a lot of people. If they are the right people and they don't buy, we have to fix the conversion rate. And maybe the other option would be we're having people that are not qualified. So work on bottlenecks. That would be another lesson. And the last one, do the boring work. So if you watch 5 of his videos consecutively, especially the ones that say, transform your life and become a millionaire or whatever, he always mentions the same idea in different words. Do the boring but important tasks. Build a solid foundation first. Most people are not willing to be bored doing the same thing every day, etc., etc., etc. It's always the same thing. It's always the same idea. And the conclusion that I get from him is, if I had 8 hours to chop down a tree, I would spend 6 sharpening my axe, from Lincoln. So he does this with his offers, with his hooks, with his headlines. He's doing this, spending the 6 hours on this, and then the other 2 on the content of the video. So he repeats it time and time again in his videos. As I mentioned, if I have 60 minutes, he literally says this, if I have 60 minutes to make a video, I spend 50 to 55 minutes working on the hook, and then the rest on the content of the video. And here goes my conclusion. He's a combination of precision and volume and speed. So he says that about writing the books. He said in a video, if I spend 2 months writing a book and then I spend my lifetime promoting it, that's going to be a tough life. But what he did is spend 2 years writing a book, and the marketing is done by the customers because the book is so good. And this can be applied to anything, to your Facebook ads. If you have no winning ads, is it better to test 30 ads that are low quality? Or is it better to spend 1 day understanding your customer, their state of awareness, the sophistication of your market, how to develop a winning angle, create all of this, create a really good video, become good at marketing, and then if it works, create 100 variations of that. Which one makes more sense? So he first isolates the most important variable, let's say the hook, and works on it like a sniper. And once he finds initial success, then he goes wild with volume and speed. So in my opinion, what he does is he starts out as a sniper and then he moves into a machine gun. So, because it's confusing, he mentions you have to test like crazy and you have to do this and you have to do that. I mean, there's going to be a little bit of sniper at first and then go into this. Yeah, because the other way around, it's going to take a crazy amount of resources. So yeah, that was the end of the video. I hope Alex was useful and you can implement some of his knowledge to your Facebook ads. If you like the video, just let me know, because this is a new format and I can do this with Apple, Gucci, whatever we want. Just let me know. I'll shoot a video next week or the other one about a similar format to this. Hope it was useful. If you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.